Bum, bum, bum. Dun, da, 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 dum. Do, do, do. Oh, I fell down. Um, Book Talk Project. Yay! So excited. Um, this is a book talk. It's the very first book talk I've ever done. And, I really don't know how to start. Maybe I have to start with the book. It's a Bible. So yeah. I read the Bible. Well, not the whole entire Bible, but um, as some of you guys know, the Bible is composed of 66 books, and so I read 5 books, 5 very short books, to make them as short stories per se. And the book that I'm gonna talk about specifically is the book of Philemon. Now, a lot of people don't know what Philemon, they don't even know that Philemon exists. And I was one of those people, maybe like a year ago. I never really read the book until, a couple of weeks ago for this project. Um, and it was very, very interesting. I learned a lot about the book of Philemon. Um, it's not pronounced Philemon, or misinterpreted as filet mignon, the very tasty, delicious meat substance. I don't think I've ever tried filet. I don't know how to say it, to be honest. Anyway, so Philemon is about this one guy named Philemon. And Philemon is a wealthy, rich Christian, also a slave owner. What happened is that before the book was written, Philemon, one of his slaves, runs away. And he steals something, he runs away. He doesn't get caught, something along the way. He ends up going to jail. Now, in jail, the slave named Onesimus finds this apostle, or a follower of Jesus, who has this big authority and titleship, and his name is Paul. Now, the apostle Paul converts Onesimus in the prison. Paul tells him, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. So once Onesimus is converted, he tells, his darkest secrets about what happened, how he ran away, and that he was a former slave of Philemon. And Paul just, he's like, whoa, I know that guy. Apparently, it's found in the history books of the Christian church history, that Paul actually converted Philemon too. Paul wants Philemon to do is to take back Onesimus, because the jailer or the prison says that Onesimus is going to get out of jail. And Paul wants, when Onesimus gets out of jail, for Onesimus to go back, and that Philemon may forgive the former slave. My dogs are barking. I don't know why. So basically, Paul says to Philemon, accordingly, though I am bold enough in Christ to command you to do what is required, yet for love's sake I prefer to appeal to you. I, Paul, an old man and now a prisoner also for Jesus Christ. I appeal to you for my child, Onesimus, whose father I became in my imprisonment. What the heck? What type of old man impression? Oh, I'm so dumb. I sound Russian. And so, yeah, that's the end of the book. It's basically just, it doesn't say anything else. It's just Paul's plea for uh, Onesimus and his plea for forgiveness. And not only that, but Paul pleads for Onesimus's forgiveness and for him to be received as a brother, as a member of the church, not as a slave anymore. It says, who you thought to be useless once, but he is useful to me. And Paul claims that both Philemon and Onesimus are brothers in Christ. So yeah, that's basically the book. It's very straightforward. So it doesn't tell on the card, but we can infer that Onesimus did go to Philemon, and Philemon did forgive Onesimus. Why do we know that? Because in church history, it speaks of Philemon and Onesimus. And Onesimus is actually the pastor of a church. So it shows that Onesimus is not only free, but he's also forgiven and treated exactly as a brother. And I just found that pretty interesting. I mean, in a world where we live today, where it's really hard to forgive people, or it's hard to ask people for forgiveness, I kind of find that intriguing that, a slave was forgiven by his owner. Um, it's a pretty cool story if you think about it. So, do I recommend this book? Yeah. I mean, I liked it, so you should like it too. I was joking, by the way. And yeah, hope you guys liked your books. Hope you guys had some good reads, and have a nice life. Is it a recording?